So I'm back in Charleston. Y'all see me fighting on the one of the best roads in the city. Ashley Phosphate fighting traffic. It's only 7 o'clock and traffic heavy. But yeah, man, just want to tap in for a little bit, do a little bit of a recap on the equipment exposition. It was pretty cool. Seen some things, seen some newer equipment. I really wasn't laser focused on, oh, I'm about to go and find this equipment or whatever. One of the biggest reasons that I go to the GIE is networking opportunities. I got a few groups that I'm in, and I like to network with my brothers. You know what I'm saying? And just tap in, log in and just have some conversations, learn some things, etc. There's a lot you can learn from just being in the environment of like the exposition center. They have classes that they're doing. What's happening? What's happening, NJ, man? I'm just getting a little recap on the GIE. I was up there yesterday, man. I should have went live when I was there, but I was just trying to be in the moment sometimes. You know how it is, man. I seen some of the big YouTubers and stuff out there. I think I saw John Perry there. I saw of course Brian Lawn Maintenance was there. Paul Jameson. There's some people there. It was cool. It was cool. It was a vibe, but it wasn't really necessarily about the people. It was more so about networking with other businesses that's definitely like within my state and stuff like that. It was one company that I seen. It's a guy, and I follow him on YouTube. He's based out of South Carolina as well. He's not in my area, but I know about him just because I do a little research just to see who's in the area or whatever. And me and him kicked it off, man. Real cool dude or whatever, and we connected. He said he got a mastermind group, etc. So, networking opportunities, man. That's what it's about. So I tapped in with him. Ran into some guys out of Tennessee. Ran into some guy out of St. Louis. Um, it was a lot of networking opportunity. That's what I go there for, not necessarily all the equipment. Man, there was a cat there, man. Hey, it was a cat at the GIE. I'm gonna put it in my video. I got a video where I use these right here are the metas. So I was recording video while I was there, and it was a guy getting a tattoo, a steel tattoo. Still had a booth, and it was blocked off. And this dude was laying down. They was tattooing steel on him. I was like, man, this is crazy. I did not expect to see this. And then I believe Toro, they had like a booth where they send you through like a mini tour. It's like a mini tour that they take you through, and they tell you about their equipment and stuff. And at the end of it, you get to make your own hat. They literally making like embroidery, nice quality hats with some customization stuff on it. It was pretty cool. But there was a lot of software companies there. There was a lot of you name it, hardscaping, irrigation, construction, you name it. They, for the most part, they be there. Echo, Steel, Husqvarna, Wright, Standard, Bad Boy, you name it, Grasshopper, Dixie Chopper, you name it, they there. It was a pretty decent size event. I didn't know, but I got there yesterday, which was Wednesday, and I flew in and I got in at it's open. The gates open up for the GIE at 12. I got there at 1 o'clock. I landed at 11. Shot over to Best Buy. I got these Meta glasses so I can record some content without having to run out of battery on my phone, and it worked out well for me. It worked out well. But I got there and the gates just had opened, but I didn't know that on Tuesday it was open but not for the public. Like, it wasn't open for like the random people, whatever. So I caught it right in time. For the first day, which was Wednesday, it wasn't as busy as it usually be. It's usually packed the first day. It's pardon me for the interruption. I don't even know what I was talking about. I got that call and got off track. But GE went pretty good. I forgot what I'm talking about. And I think we had a couple of the boys fought over there, fought over here. It was probably boom, 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 boom. See one of my boys in the video today. I don't understand ANJ. I don't understand. But yeah, man, the GIE was pretty cool. I was reflecting. It's talking about equipment, people. We was running into some people. At the end of the day, we ran into a guy that Oh, I was telling y'all just a little situations. I was with my boy Joe, and Joe, he's a trip, man. He's a trip. Definitely handful of wisdom. he just like to get down to the direct to what's what, you know. Helpful to have people around that, you know, cut to the chase. Hey man, what are we doing? What is this? Why is it good? Tell me about the thing. And the funny part is he had a lot of experience with the things he was talking about, so it was more so he just want to see what their feedback is going to be and tell them about the problems with it after they speak whatever it is about the thing. But it was basically a weed control and fertilization sprayers, the ride-ons. They had a lot of new ones. I was on this earth and turf equipment. Y'all see me use the Echo 250, which is a top dresser machine, and that right there is a self-propelled machine, and you go forward and it broadcast spreads. Well, the earth and turf, it's actually, I've had my eyes on this machine for about 3 years now when it first was released. It's a SP415, and that machine, when I got a quote for it, the MSRP on it was $25,000. It does aerating, top dressing, and overseeding, all in one machine. And it does it in a style where you're using a drop spreader. So it's a pretty cool machine. It saves you can make a lot of money with it, etc. But you really got to be set up to just do that per se, so you don't waste money. But they had the 415, and then they had a smaller one that I think the smaller machine was like a 410, SP 410, and it was around, I think, 18,000 if I'm not mistaken. But it get pretty costly. Y'all know I was trying to buy a boom lift this year. I was on auctions, etc., trying to find a boom lift because I feel like it was my time to get one. But you know, I feel like being that I didn't find one, it probably wasn't meant for me to get one. Not this year. I need to stack my chips up and just, you know, plan for next season to get one when the time is better. You know, I feel like I could still get that grunt work in. It's just when I think about what I'm spending on a boom lift, like if I'm gonna spend $7 grand for 2 months, it's kind of costly. That's a nice chunk of change that I could be, if I was to even finance the equipment, I can, you know what I'm saying, definitely swing that if I needed to. It'll save me, and I'll actually own it. But I didn't end up finding one. So I did see one that a company, I think it was called Bull something. It was pretty cool that it had it operates like the Hollywood, which is, it's like if you're off the machine, you can actually drive it around without being attached to the truck. That's a pretty cool feature if you need to move a lift. So I've seen some stuff. I saw, I was looking for, it's a company called CMP. I was looking for a CMP attachment. The CMP attachment is basically, I was looking for, it's called the Hydro Bucket. I wanted to see it in action. The Hydro Bucket can go on a mini skid steer. And what it is like, instead of me having a Harley rake and a bucket to try to do the grading on the property, instead you use that Hydro Bucket, which is, It's a bucket that can move, like, let's say soil and actually grade, but on the back of that bucket it has um, a Harley rake. That's a game changer because you can break up all the material and do the grading at the same time. You know what I mean? And if you want to remove the debris, yep, CMP Hydro Bucket is sweet. Yeah, man. I seen a buddy out of Florida told me about it, man, and I was like, man, I gotta see this thing. I looked at the MSRP on it. I think it was like 8 grand, but I could not find that at the GIE. So I just, well, they say I'm old because I say GIE. I couldn't find it at the Equipment Expo since they don't change the name over the years. I wanted to put eyes on it and have some fun with it, but we've seen a lot of ground moving equipment and stuff like that. I gave a few things a spin. The ride-on sprayers. We looked at a Terra sprayer, which is pretty one of the newer um, weed control machines. My boy Joe was very interested in it, and he know the value of it based on all the other models. He's like, they packed it all in one, and they thought through the details. This thing is packed with technology. It's the new this is the newer wave. He said, so it's pretty cool. Dang, you at the equipment? I was there yesterday, man. Lucky man, at a hotel, or do you live close by? Nah, I flew. Listen, I flew up there. I'm the type of person when I kind of want to do something, um, I'll commit and I'll figure out along the way. So I said I wanted to go, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and just get the ticket. Got the ticket, and I flew there yesterday. You flew there yesterday morning. Got there at I flew out left out at 8. My flight was at 8. I got there at 11. And as soon as I got off the plane, I went to Best Buy, grabbed these Meta glasses so I can capture some content. I got the Meta glasses when I was doing some some FPV, first person view content. So I was recording a lot of content. It was cool, man. It was cool. And then I after I got from Best Buy, of course, I went to the gates open up at the GIE for the first day for the public on Wednesday at 12. So after they opened, I was in there within that hour. So I did pretty good. Tuesday, I hear it was open, but it wasn't for the public. Like the average person just couldn't just go there because it wasn't open like that. So I called it in the right time. I'm pretty sure today is probably crazy busy because everybody arriving and stuff, but it was really hard to find rooms and stuff. I didn't even have a room. No, I didn't get a room. MTT. I uh I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get there, go to the event. I figured at the end of the day. Like if I needed to drive, 30, 45 minutes out, I was gonna find a room somewhere. Or, I was gonna Uber or check vacancy, and I'll just get an Uber to take me there. But I didn't get a rental car, or I didn't get a hotel. I lucked up, and my buddy, he actually came up here with two people. It was him and one other person, and that person actually came in on the wrong day, which was Tuesday, and wasn't even able to see the event, and he had other things to do, so he had business stuff to do, so he left. And so his room, he had two beds. I was like, you know what? I was like, man, that's sweet. That actually worked out. So I went and actually bunked up with my buddy Joe. So that was cool, man. It was everything worked out. Everything worked out. But those rooms got really costly. I was looking up some. I was gonna go downtown. That's what my first thought. I was like, well, downtown got some rooms. The rooms were like $500 a night. It was 436 and up. So I was like, man, I don't want to bite the bullet and spend all that to be downtown, but I don't want to be too far away from the airport. I didn't even go to sleep. I haven't been to sleep. So last night, you know what I'm saying, after the GIE closed at like 5, 6 o'clock. They made an announcement. The showroom floor is closed. We like, what? The thing about the GIE, man, when you go there, if you don't have a plan or something specific you want to see, you're gonna miss a lot of stuff, especially if you're not there for a long period of time. So if you got something specifically you want to see, you want to find that when you get there, because I've been to the GIE for a few years, and since I've been going, I never seen I never went line by line and went through every aisle. I always miss one half of the whole building, or I don't see everything that's outside. You always miss something because it's a huge event. It's like, bro, you don't have time to, because you're gonna see people. You might see Stanley the Dirt Monkey, and you be like, hey, let me chop it up with Stanley the Dirt Monkey, man, because they normal people. They chill. You know what I'm saying? Just having conversations with them and taking pictures and all that good stuff. But yeah, man, Brian Fullerton, he was pretty cool. I didn't get a chance to speak with him, but I spoke to him like a couple years ago. He pretty down to earth person, man. He seemed pretty chill. But man, it was we had a blast though, man. Had a blast. Yeah, man. Greetings to you, sir. See you right now. How you really doing, man? Everything's good, man. So yeah, the GIE went pretty well. I'm not complaining at all. Not complaining. It was a vibe. Um, Other things that I would desire to get into next time, like I wouldn't mind doing a course, a class, or something like that. I did see some of my like the suppliers that were there, and they had some really good memory. That's the real cool part about going to the GIE and seeing like software companies, like you see Jobber, you see a lot of CRM type companies that's tailored for service-based businesses. And I seen some of my suppliers, and I talked to him. I was like, hey man, what's going on with the RGB, man? And he's like, man, you know exactly what's going on. So we had a conversation. He remember who I was because they're based out of Raleigh, North Carolina, and I've been up to Raleigh a few times, and I was very surprised that he remembered who I was. I'm like, how did he remember who I am? Like, I know they deal with hundreds to thousands of people, but he remembered me, and it was cool. So I mean, I am either I left the impression or I'm just a unicorn in the space, but it was cool either way. It was a vibe, but he put me up on game of what's going on. He was telling me about the tariffs and how it's affecting the price of like certain material. Because I was like, man, what's up, man? I said I've been looking at the prices on the website, man, and I see that they shot up significantly. What's going on with that? And is that like firm for this season? Because man, I need a lot, but at that new cost is crazy. Because I replace a lot of like bows and things like that each year, and their bows is like 120, 150 bucks a bow. Like, and imagine if you need 40, 50 bows, that costs add up. And I was like, no, I need to be mindful of that. And but I asked him, I was like, hey, man, what's the deal? Like, if you order in bulk, can you get it at a better price or what? Because that is crazy. And the bows alone, they got some bows that cost $700 for one bow. It sounds crazy, but that's the industry we in, man. Things are limited and they have to charge a certain price point. So I get it. But man, it was a vibe. It was a whole vibe, bro. It was a vibe. It was vibing with the vibe, man. Um, and then I'll talk to my buddy Adrian yesterday. He uh he closed some jobs and stuff like that, and we was talking about the meta glasses and stuff like that. Um, it's pretty cool, man. I'm gonna be using this for a lot of my marketing material for my business. Of course, this right here is of course is a write off. Come on, guys. It's not just entertainment. It's just not for Rob to have fun. It got a camera right in the middle. You see that camera? So when I'm up talking to people, like it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, it got pretty. It got audio, so I can make calls, and you know, I made a few videos on it. It's pretty cool, man. It's like a GoPro. It's like a GoPro, 9 hours of battery life. Um, yeah, yeah, it add up. It's some that I want to get, man, and they're like, I think the metas with the display in it. I think they run almost $1,000. They like right around like almost $900, if I'm not mistaken. But nobody have them in stock at Best Buy. So I just bought these. But what I'm gonna do is, they give you 15 days, guys, to actually return it. So not to say I'm gonna say, I don't want these, but I want the ones with the tech in it. If they're gonna cost, a pretty penny, might as well go with the ones that has the interactive display. So that's the goal, but nobody have them in stock, so I'm kind of on the fence right now. I'm kind of just chilling. But yeah, man. LTD Dub, you go to the GIE, man? You ever make it? Fine, fine. So, yeah, class would be great. Yeah, man. They have a lot of stuff there that they be having going on as far as teaching. Like people be getting their pesticide license and all type of stuff. Pretty pretty helpful event. You know, if you come in there looking to learn something new, or my thing is connecting with people that's already in the industry that I'm in. That's the big value that I take out of even attending an event like that. Like connecting with people who already doing the thing that I desire to do, and they're already successful, you know, doing it. So that's what I'm in it for. So the equipment and all that stuff, you can be hype about that just a little bit, you know, because you know equipment, they're gonna always come out with new equipment, more equipment, more equipment. Like, oh, that's always gonna be a thing. They'll never stop innovating and coming out with new equipment. But my biggest thing, and this is what my bro Joe was saying there, he was like, man, he's like, they're coming out with all these different equipments, of course, but you know, the one of the purposes of even attending an event like this is just to really be informed of where things are going, and also it's a lot of the guys they're growing in business and they're making large purchases. What if they're purchasing something that you know they can actually see something directly next to it that offers a little bit more, but they didn't know it exists because they just made a purchase and not came to like a GIE. Not to say that's the only way they should figure it out, but they lay everything out at those places for the most part. Everything's all laid out. Where's my daughter? Where's my daughter? I'm trying to pick up my daughter from school, and I don't know where she's at. But yeah, it was a vibe, man. It was a whole vibe. Whole vibe. Wildin', man. Whenever that I'm on your live, I feel that, but sometimes when I really want to find you on live, I don't really. Yeah, man. I be on here, but lately I've been grinding, man. To be real with you, like I can't hide that piece. I be grinding, and sometimes when I'm in grind mode, I can't. It's I don't necessarily display all my moments of what I'm doing. It requires me to think a lot. I'm troubleshooting, and I don't want to be troubleshooting and y'all y'all be on live with me for you know freaking hour, 2 hours of me troubleshooting. Where's my daughter at? But yeah, sometimes get him A and J, get him J. But yeah, man. That's like uh, hey, A and J, they be wilding out here, man. But yeah, man, it was a vibe, man. The whole event was a vibe. It's still going on right now, and it'll be going on tomorrow as well. But the thing like a GIE, y'all, to be real with you, once you go there, you don't need to be at the expo for freaking 3 days straight. A day to 2 days is good. Like one day is really good. You know what I'm saying? You can get a lot done. Get a lot done. Where is she? Wow, man. Looking for my daughter, and she's taking forever. Where are you? Come on. She'd be the last person. She is a captain, so she had to do her leadership thing. So I'm being patient. But yeah, man, it's yeah. You only need one day of the exposition to kind of like get get a vibe for it, and yeah, you don't need an abundance amount of time there. You really don't. It's kind of overkill. If you, especially if you're focused on a specific thing and you already logged into, if you kind of like don't know where you're at in business and don't know where you're going in, you'll be inspired by, oh man, I want to do this, I want to get that, or like you'll be all over the place because they got so many things. I am here, girl. Come look. Yeah, but yeah, man, you'll be all over the place looking for stuff because there's so many equipments, so many different brands. You think of the brand, they there. If it's a lawn care brand, they are there. If you want to see the biggest blower that they got, you got Billy Gold, you got Ryan, you got Echo, you got Red Max, you name it, it's there. But yeah, we need to do that on a micro scale, man. Just a networking event. I think that'd be cool. Do it in like Atlanta or something like that, and have people fly in and for a network event and actually learn skills. I think that'd be a very cool thing to do. Hands-on training from people who've been doing it for years. I think that'd be amazing. Stuff like that is inspiring. Yeah, man. The family doing good, man. I'm picking up my daughter from school right now. She she had band practice or whatever. Trying to get her at least. She taking 10 years. She'd be the last. I promise she'd be the last person. The last person coming out. I didn't know you were here. You hear it all. Clear out this seat. I promise you, every single body don't came out except her. What's up with that? Yeah. She know where I'm at. Yeah, the family good though, man. How you been, ANJ, man? How's the family, man? How everybody doing, man? Yeah, band practice is wild, boy. They be working these kids like they in the military, my boy. Keep them busy though. Keep them out of stuff. Keep them busy. Keep them out of stuff. Yeah, it's definitely night. Time has shifted over here to where, yeah, what is it? Daylight saving time or whatever. So it get dark kind of early here now. Where in the heck is she at? She just texted me.
For my craft, and I found the last one. I cut myself last time I got a Red Bull, so tablet.
Oh, you still in my cap. Well, my daughter is here, y'all. I'm gonna tap in with y'all later, man. I am out of y'all. I'll tap in with y'all in a little bit. I see I got a new button down here on my live. Let me see what this thing do, cause I might be able to put somebody in here. Let me see what this thing do, man. I see all new buttons and stuff popping up on my live. Let me see here. Oh, I got you. You got little goals and stuff you can set. Okay, okay. That's cool. That's cool. But yeah, I'm gonna tap in with y'all, man. I appreciate y'all joining. I got a video coming where I'm gonna show y'all that FPV of the GIE. That rhyme. All right, later, y'all.